I just got another couple of quick thoughts. It seems like, just from hearing what people say and seeing what people put on social media, seems like people are already choosing sides, whether you side with the cops or whether you side with African Americans or the black community. At the end of the day, guys, there was loss of life, loss of innocent life on either side, whether it's cops or whites or however you want to term it, African Americans, blacks. There was loss on both sides. So it is kind of annoying and frustrating to see that. Oh, phone drop. Anyway, it's annoying to see that some people will only post about the cops and say, oh, pray for our cops, pray for this, pray for that, but they won't mention the two black men that was killed, and I'm gonna say needlessly killed. And then you've got the other side where black people are, not everybody, but some are not saying, you know, pray for the cops that that were innocent, that didn't really have anything to do with it. And we need to be, if you're a praying person, you need to be praying and sending wishes to both sides. Innocent life is innocent life. It doesn't matter if it's black or white. You should still be respectful that life was lost. Let's be realistic. There is police brutality. There is racial profiling. It's pretty obvious. We can pretend that it doesn't happen, but pretending that it doesn't happen is what really pisses black people off anyway in the first place, because then you're not acknowledging that there's a problem. So I think there needs to be dialogue about it. There needs to be talking about it. You know, it's funny how the news media jumped on the one guy and said how he was a sex offender, and said how he'd been to jail for 5 years. But when you check it out, I don't know what the sex offense was. I mean, it could have been something as simple as taking a piss in public, but his jail sentence was for weed. And weed is one of those things where a lot of people want it legalized now anyway. I don't personally smoke weed, but to me, what's the difference between if you smoke a joint when you get home from work compared to if you're one of those people where you get home from work, you're a construction worker or whatever, and you want a nice cold beer? What's the difference? I mean, sending people for 5 years to jail for that nowadays is pretty idiotic when it's legal in, you know, places like California or Illinois or Colorado for medical reasons. So, you know, we need to kind of get with the times when it comes to that. But I feel like if you send messages out just saying pray for the police or pray for the families of the police, and you didn't one time acknowledge that a black guy was shot, one, I believe, had told the officer that he had a gun and that he had a CCW license to carry, and the cop was obviously freaking out in the video. The other cops, I think the guy had an illegal firearm in his pocket, but they wrestled him to the ground, and at least from the video that I watched, they had him under control, and it looked like more of an execution video than it did them trying to protect themselves. I mean, one of them had their knee on his chest. It didn't look like there was any way that he was going to be able to get that gun, even if he was trying. So to just say, oh, it's normal protocol, yes, they should shoot if they felt threatened, is totally ridiculous. I mean, the cops need to be held accountable. And if they're not held accountable,